You are a B2B service-based business owner and you are looking to gain more clients, create more impact, and more revenue in your business. Tune in to Amplify Your Marketing Message with Campbell Rapin. Every week, we're going to take you through how to build an audience of buyers, mastering your marketing message, and making offers that convert consistently. We'll see you all on the inside. Welcome back, everybody. There's a lot of noise in the marketplace right now that the sky is falling, that the dreaded recession might just have arrived on our doorsteps, and the changing storyline of the political landscape, the economics, and the taxes have a lot of people rattled in the business community. And I want to call you out if you are one of them, because there is a huge cost of going silent when there is a lot of uncertainty. Welcome, everybody, to Amplify Your Marketing Message. I am your host, Campbell Rapin. I am a business mentor, strategic advisor, and individual who helps business owners, people just like you, our audience, create a consistent client growth engine, which means that you have predictability with your revenue. You have predictability with the amount of offers you're making, and you have frequently, profitably, and predictably clients saying yes and joining your programs and services. And we, myself, my clients, are not buying into the sky is falling narrative that is so pervasive. If you seek it, you will find it. Because truthfully, we've heard me say it before here on this platform, there is always a buyer spending. There is a drive, especially in turbulent and uncertain times, to get solutions working, to accelerate the speed of results. And if money is not moving into your hands, you are the problem. You are the bottleneck. And you have choices that are creating consequences right now. And I want you to flip the switch, because truthfully, we are bringing in new clients to our business, and we are not the only ones. So let's talk about the natural desire to retract, retrench, and to get quieter, and how it's costing you your future. Because it is the truth. When money is tight, marketing is often one of the first budget items to get stricken from the plan. And it is a risky move that very rarely is the right one. And I've seen it. I've seen it from the days when I was working in corporate, because I saw people in the corporate space viewing marketing as an expense item, not a revenue generating one. And that perspective carries into the world of business, small business, entrepreneurship. And my friends, marketing is not an expense item. It is an essential part of creating revenue. And while the temptation is there to cut costs, it is something I will never personally buy into. And in fact, often I choose to double down in a time that is uncertain, because staying visible can help you both short-term and long-term ride a bumpy economic cycle. Because your buyer is still searching. And if you go quiet in a period where a client is searching, guess what? Really, seriously, you will not be found, which means your business doesn't get into the list of consideration. You never have the opportunity to create an offer, and your bottom line goes backwards. Buyers are always shopping 365 days a year. They have need, urgency, crises, fires to put out, and they need help. Because let's just remind you that buyers have three distinct characteristics. They are problem aware, which means in an economic cycle, most of my clients know I need more clients. They're aware of the gap. That's why they seek us out. That's why they hire us and why they see results. They have a gap. And they know that gap isn't being solved on their own. Their natural inclination to stop spending is high. And when they stop spending, they compound the problem. But because they're aware and they're watching their business, they're going, holy crap, this isn't working. And now I'm in a tougher financial circumstance and I have a clear decision to make. Do I want to survive this or not? Because if I want to survive this, I can't keep hiding. I can't keep doing nothing. I can't keep doing the things that are task-driven, easy, and not creating results. I need help. And they come to us. They come to me specifically, and they come to Clear Acceleration Inc., our company, for our programs and services. The third thing that buyers have is a commitment to taking action. Yes, they're scared. Yes, they might need payment plans. And yes, they are wobbling. But they know, having a strong guided hand, my hand, that has helped more than 400 businesses navigate every economic cycle in the last 30 years, that they're better with us than without us. So buyers, problem aware, know they have a gap and are committed to change. They are searching for a solution, and you need to be top of mind because business is out there to be won. So while the temptation is strong to hide, to retrench, and to slash your marketing budget, don't do it. I want you to recognize what marketing is all about because it's not an expense item. It is an integral part of revenue generating activity. Because in a time, especially of uncertainty, your focus on being visible, being credible, showing your capabilities leads to trust. And when we are uncertain and when we're back against the wall and we waited too long to solve a problem, we need trust to be not only at the table, we need it to be high. When they look, this buyer of yours looks to the landscape at available options, they need to ask themselves, who do I trust to hold my hand? Who do I trust that navigates not just the winning season, but the difficult season too? Who is out there talking about the real reality, who is addressing the elephant in the room, and who has a predictable path, the capability, confidence to guide me on it. So I, as the buyer, can create results. So you have to stay visible to be maintaining trust. And truthfully, a lot of your competitors will hide, just as you are tempted to hide, which means you can actually take market share because they have created a vacuum in silence. This is one of the most easy ways to win business, is to when the market stops or gets silent or hides or slashes budget, you not only should not, but you can spend more effectively because people want to fill the airtime. And that's why my business runs 12 months of the year. That doesn't mean I, as the business owner, am working 24/7, 365, but I am strategic about making noise and being visible and holding events in what others see as an off season. We run events during the summer when people are like, there's no business to be had in summer. I'm like, I'm sorry, just because the school system shuts down in summer does not mean business shuts down in summer. Just because I want to picnic and spend more time in daylight hours outside because, hello, I live in North America, I like outdoors, doesn't mean the business world doesn't move. So we intentionally take more market share in summer. We also take more market share in December and between that really weird time of the year between Christmas and New Year's, because our buyers are searching for solutions. They need plans to market, get in front of clients, and build their business. So while I'm maintaining trust, you can make more noise in a less cluttered marketplace. So when the market zigs, I want you to zag, which means stop thinking about cutting your marketing. I also think what's really important in an economic uncertain time is that you position yourself to be responsive. And that means responsive to every call, inquiry, and indication that there is an opportunity for a buyer to be raising their hand. And it also means responsive as the market improves, which means you double down. I personally have right now am shopping for a service that I will be acquiring, purchasing, and investing in for my business. So I'm a buyer in this tough economic cycle. And I've gone to the market. I have probably approached 10 companies because this is a commodity that I'm buying. And I will tell you, I have thrown out at least 8 of the 10 for 2 key reasons. Number 1, they are not responsive. And number 2, they are making me jump through every version of an unnecessary hoop to win my business. And I'm sorry, not interested. So out of 10, there's 2 left standing. And neither one is doing a great job, which just reminds me, as it should remind you, you can be exceptional doing basic things really well. Be responsive, because your decision maker, if you do not respond timely, have shopped elsewhere. And someone else might be listening to this podcast who's a competitor of yours, who's like, damn it, Christine, I'm going to zig while they are zagging. I'm going to be visible while those are silent. I'm going to be responsive and ready. And I'm going to be opportunistic to the fact that right now money is moving hands. Because truthfully, while we are hearing lots of noise, the buyer is more motivated than ever. The speed at which they're moving from first contact to decision is fast because they can't wait any longer to solve this. And they're looking for a trusted partner to guide them to a better result. That could be you. So in this time, I want you spending. I want you visible. I want you very clear who you are, what you stand for, and why you are the must hire to get the result your next buyer is searching for. I want you to be spending smart. Okay? Spend, yes, but spend smart. What that means is right now, you can't be relying on ChatGPT or other AI systems to tell you what your voice is. You need to lean into your human voice. Your opinion matters more than ever, which means it's time to refine your message. You need to take a fresh look at what is the easy win that a buyer will invest in right now. What's the thing that they have avoided for so long that they will spend on now because it is urgent to solve? You need to strengthen your fundamentals, making sure you know how to find a buyer, how to move them from curious to paid client, how to position yourself as the must hire, how to sell effectively, how to follow up, nurture, and deliver the results you promised. Which is why right now, while people say there's no clients to be had, our business and my clients' businesses are not struggling to find clients. They're winning business every week because we are focused in our programming, the Business Skill Accelerator one-to-one mentorship program and the Ignite Your Client Growth group program around fundamentals. We are doubling down on great strategy with clear messaging focused on results, and we are supporting it by the business fundamentals of marketing, language, messaging, salesmanship, clarity, process, and repeatable success stories. And we are upping our human contact. We're getting on the phone. We're getting people off platforms. We're nurturing relationships, and we're building equity, trust, so that people keep us top of mind, and us as business owners are very eyes open, opportunistic, responding, and creating opportunities, because we know meaningful dialogue will help you get to yes faster than any complicated crap marketing tactic you are focusing on. Business growth can be elegantly simple. The cost of being silent right now is a choice, one I would not at all advocate for, because it's risky. You're betting your future that you can survive silence for a period. And yet, let me just remind you, my friends, the hokey pokey is why more businesses fail than anything else. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, seasons of quiet, seasons of noise. It's confusing to the marketplace. You should never leave a doubt in a customer's mind, a potential buyer or client for your business, that you are in business at all because I haven't heard or seen from you. We are just as active on our platforms. We're hosting events. We continue to release our podcast. We speak every week in our business on somebody else's stage, because I know this, a buyer right now is ripe to hear what we have to say, to learn about our business services, and we are receiving and saying we're available every day of the week to have a conversation about how we can support you to get you where you want to go. Take this lesson and run, my friends. Hiding is not the strategy I want you paying attention to. I want you winning. So while the temptation is high to cut costs, being visible will actually help you win business now. Spend smart, and it will help you position yourself as you expand capacity, as things swing upward. And for most of you who dream of having that wait list of clients, you build the wait list in the downturn. And when you swing to the upside, your prices go up, your capacity can be chosen to go up by expanding your team, your capabilities, and your deliverables. And my friends, that's the win. It's built in the off season. And so if you're thinking right now the sky is falling and you're buying into that narrative, come back here next week and every week and make sure that this is the voice you're hearing in your ear, mine. Because I will help you navigate every economic cycle, and I will help you build that client growth engine. I will help you amplify in the winning season. I will help you amplify in a tough season so that you are the top of mind choice, the must hire. Because trust me, take it to the bank. Your next client is looking for you today. I'll see you on our next episode. That's a wrap on another amazing episode of Amplify Your Marketing Message with me, your host, Christine Campbell Rapin. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you don't miss another great episode. And be sure to visit christinecampbellrapin.com/podcast to get a free resource on how to master your marketing message. We'll see you all